It's time to welcome Russell Wilson to the City of Champions. The Pittsburgh Steelers are going to sign Russell Wilson to the veteran minimum of $1.2 million. Now, I understand that Russell Wilson might not be the same quarterback that he was 5 or 6 years ago, but when you take into consideration that the Steelers were going to go after Justin Fields, who's half the quarterback that Russell Wilson is, and I understand that he's younger and we might not have seen his upside as of yet, his full potential, but we know what Russell Wilson has accomplished. And even in a year when he had a coach who didn't even want him on the team, Wilson still put up 26 touchdowns to only 8 interceptions. When I look at Big Ben Roethlisberger's entire career with the Steelers, he only had a 3-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio only twice. And that's not a knock on Big Ben. I am a big Ben Roethlisberger fan as far as him throwing the football, but he was a gunslinger where Russell Wilson is much better at controlling the game and controlling the clock, and his touchdown to interception ratios are much higher overall in his career than Big Ben's. And it certainly fits what the Steelers are trying to do this upcoming season. They do want to pound the rock, of course, with Najee Harris and Jalen Warren. They do want to play action, and he is a very good play action quarterback, and throw the ball intermediate to deep with George Pickens, and Pat Fryer moved to tight end. It looks like, as of right now, Deontay Johnson is a person that is looking to be traded. And it'll be interesting also who the Steelers will get in the draft. Now, this helps not only Russell Wilson, because to me, he should easily beat out Kenny Pickett. This does help out the aforementioned Pickett as well, because he gets to sit behind an all-pro quarterback like Russell Wilson to find out how to properly prepare, because let's face it, his so-called quarterback mentor before that, which Mitch Trubisky, and we all know how that worked out. Now, to make this complete, in my opinion, what the Steelers should do, because let's face it, Russell Wilson is not the future for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but you can make a case that Kenny Pickett isn't either. Now, what the Steelers should do, in my opinion, is to take a chance, and I don't even think that's a huge chance, but they should draft in the third round, because he should be available in the third round, Jordan Travis out of Florida State. He was one of the Heisman hopefuls before he tore up his leg in a gruesome injury into next to the last game of the season. He was ahead in many ballots as far as the Heisman trophy, which ended up going, of course, and I forgot who it went to. My goodness. Please forgive me on that. Oh my God, who went? It wasn't Caleb Williams this year. Oh no, it went to the LSU quarterback. I'm sorry. And listen, I like the quarterback from LSU, Jordan Daniels, but I do believe that Travis has just as much upside as him. And for the Steelers to pick him in the third round, listen, I believe that Jordan Travis, healthy, will definitely challenge Jordan Pickett. At worst, he's a developmental pick that has a chance. And let's face it, you picked him in the third round, so it's not like you invested huge draft capital in him. And he can sit behind both Pickett and Russell Wilson and see how he operates. So I believe this is a win-win all the way around. And of course, the Steelers are only paying $1.2 million, the veterans minimum, with $36+ million being picked up by the Denver Broncos. And he also becomes the only quarterback in the division that has a Super Bowl ring. Because as accomplished as Burrow, Lamar Jackson, well, Deshaun Watson is somewhat accomplished, but he has not reached the heights of the other two. Even though Burrow has been to a Super Bowl, only Russell Wilson has been able to win the whole thing and should have won a second one if they just handed the ball off to Marshawn Lynch. But that's for another chapter in another book. But anyway, welcome to Pittsburgh, Mr. Russell Wilson. And we just hope that you perform well here, and hopefully we'll be hoisting up another Sticky Lombardi, as Coach Tomlin likes to call it. Thank you so much. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Take care. Stay safe. God bless.